Welcome back to the best training channel on YouTube. Today's session, obviously we're in the weight room, going to be doing some cleans, going to be doing some bench press, some back squats. This is kind of my first main weight room session for the week. Week 2 of this training block means that we're kind of progressing things in terms of total weight. The number of sets I'm doing on everything today is pretty similar to the number of sets that I did last week. I did start off with doing some jumps, but I forgot to film it. I thought the camera was on, it wasn't, but I did 6 sets of some barbell box jumps. The barbell was 15 kilos. Mainly wanted to have something that was kind of like that light to moderate range in terms of total load, something that would allow me to still move real quick, be explosive, get the legs kind of prepped for the cleans. So fortunately, that's not gonna be in the video today, but what is gonna be in the video is the cleans. And we're gonna do 3 to 5 sets, 3 cleans, 2 front squats at around 130 to 135 kilos. So somewhere in that range. This is gonna be my last warm-up set, 125. Probably just gonna do like 1 clean and a couple front squats just to feel it out. Not too bad. So we're gonna throw on another 5 kilos, start knocking off some sets on this. But first, just wanna say again, we're about 400 subscribers away from that 5,000 subscriber goal. Once we hit 5,000 subscribers, I'm releasing a free training program for you guys, a full 8-week speed program. I wrote it out with the mind that I want the majority of people to be able to complete this. So if you've never sprinted before in your life, could you do this program? Sure. Is it gonna be difficult for you? Absolutely. But it's not gonna be something where you're not gonna be able to actually complete the entire program. It starts off a lot easier at the beginning of the program, progresses to a little bit more intensity. You're not just gonna go out day 1 and start sprinting as hard and fast as you possibly can. We're gonna be started building up that ability to do so. But then I also wanted the program for people who have been sprinting, maybe you've been following my programs and you wanted to have something a little bit more. This program is great for you guys as well. The good thing about it is, let's say you get the program and you look at it and you go, this isn't for me. It's free. You didn't buy it, so it doesn't really, you're not missing out on anything. So if you want a free program and you want to check it out, maybe you never do it, you just want to see what it looks like, make sure to subscribe. Once we hit 5,000 subscribers, I'm gonna get that out for you guys. I'm gonna load up some weight, start knocking off some sets on the cleans today, and we're gonna get after it. Not too bad. I think we're gonna stay at 130 for all the sets today. All right, cleans are done. moving on to close grip bench press today. Gonna do a top set at around like an 8 RPE, and then we're gonna do some drop sets and then finish off with an AMRAP set. Arms and shoulders are feeling a bit tired. I think 120 was my top set last week, so we'll see how this feels and decide where my top set will kind of be today. Only need to do 5. I know I got 6 in me. I think I'm just gonna add 10 kilos, see how 130 feels. Probably that will be my top set. So we'll do 6 reps, try to keep it at that 8 RPE range. Then we'll do some drop sets and finish off the bench press today with an AMRAP. No. That was a solid 8 RPE. No. Okay, that was supposed to be the AMRAP set, but my arms and shoulders are dead. Whew. 8 reps, not too shabby. Next up, back squats. We're gonna move on to the back squat. One thing I do wanna say specifically about the bench press is the sets and reps that I've been doing on that. You know, I've been doing that for a couple months now, but that specific progression is really good when you're looking at a strength cycle. I got that progression from when I was working with Chad Wesley Smith. He was the first one that introduced me to that kind of finishing off with an AMRAP on those working sets. I really like it because it allows me to get an incredible stimulus for the training session, and I don't need to spend a whole lot of time doing that one particular exercise or other exercises on top of that to try to get the stimulus that you can get. Obviously, strength cycle, strength is the goal. So that progression of the top set is always going to be higher week to week, which should lead to higher working sets because you're gonna be basing your working set off of that top set. So let's say, like for example, I'm doing sets of 6 this block. Week 1, 6 at a 7 RPE, drop sets based off that 7 RPE. Week 2, 6 reps at an 8 RPE, drop sets are gonna be based off of that top set. So you got a progression where the week 1 load is going to be increasing into week 2. Next week, we'll do the same thing and do week 3, top set of 6 at a 9 RPE, maybe a 10 if things are feeling good. You can go for an all-out max if you'd like. Base your drop sets off of that. So you'll see a progression of that top set is going to dictate what your working sets are. So as that progression on load goes through from week to week, your working set progression goes through as well. But in 4 total sets, you've got a top set, 2 working sets, and then you've got your AMRAP set to finish. It only takes 4 sets because of that AMRAP. When you go all out, pretty close to like 1 rep in reserve, 2 reps in reserve on that AMRAP set, the stimulus that it creates, because we're doing a strength cycle, we've already done some heavy lifting, so it's not like you're doing sets of 20 15 or whatever it is on those AMRAP sets. Like it should be somewhere between, you know, 20 to 30% higher than whatever your working sets are. So sets of 6 means an 8 to 9 AMRAP should be pretty much where you're at if you're loading those correctly. When you do that AMRAP set, it eliminates the need to really do anything else, because now you've fatigued your chest, your triceps, your shoulders, where you don't really need to do additional work, because strength is the goal, not hypertrophy or anything like that. So we don't need to create additional stimulus on top of that. We got the stimulus we needed. We did it in 4 sets, and then we move on. We're gonna move on to the back squat. Back squat today, I'm gonna be doing sets of 3. I wanna be somewhere around 190 to 200 on these sets of 3, because next week I'm going to do an AMRAP set on my back squats. And last training, the last block that I was on, I did 190 as my AMRAP set. I want that to be somewhere around 200 to 210 for this next week coming up. So I need my working sets today to be around 190 to 200 if I want my AMRAP set to be at that 200 plus range for next week. So I'm gonna start busting out some warm-up sets, build up to that 190, 200 range, and then I'm gonna knock out 5 sets of 3 on that back squat. And I'm feeling like that's probably gonna be it for today. I'm not really too excited about doing any additional accessory work after that, but we'll make the call once we get there. So warm-up sets, 5 sets of 3, back squats. Let's get after it. Last set, best set. I'm gonna try to pump these ones out. All right. So, not really gonna do much accessory today. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna do any accessory today. Overall, really good session. Tomorrow's session is gonna be in the weight room again, and it's gonna be strictly accessory work. One of the ways you can do multiple full body days within a week and not burn yourself out is kind of like what I've done today. I did bench press and back squat. No other main accessory stuff for that. Tomorrow, I'm gonna come in the gym, do another full body, but do some lower body accessory, something that's gonna be more of a hinge pattern, focus on the hamstrings, since I didn't hit that today. Do some pull-ups, do some back work, since I didn't do that today. That way, I can get some accessory work in throughout the week, not do too much in one day where I end up blowing myself up and burning out, but still have enough frequency throughout the week so I can come to the gym, do what I like to do, which is train, enjoy the time I spend here, and then be able to get constant work in and manage that level of fatigue throughout the week. Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. See you guys later this week.